Our inclusive sporting teams are a huge way that many in our community stay connected and engaged to themselves, their bodies, and the queer world away from the bars and clubs. But with lockdown and restrictions, many sporting clubs around Victoria haven't been able to get out on the field to play, train, or practice. But some have been using the restriction allowances for exercise to their advantage, like the Melbourne Spikers. This year, they would have been celebrating 35 years, providing a supportive and inclusive environment for LGBTIQA+ individuals. But with lockdown, they can't all gather together, so they've taken a different approach to their weekly training.
Obviously, due to COVID, we were stuck at home. Our volleyballers were dying to get out, and the best we could come up with was home workouts. So now that we can get to the park, as you can see behind me, we've got some guys training. We started last week. We're going to continue until we can get back to courts. And obviously, court is going to be the last restriction that comes back. So we could be here for another month or even possibly another 2. But we're making the most of it while it's sunny.
What a fantastic way to get rid of the COVID kilos and connect to your community. But yes, there are limitations on the number of people who are allowed for outdoor exercise. So the Spikers have continued streaming the workout sessions on their Facebook page so anyone can get involved.
I've been with the Spikers now coming up 6 years. I joined when I first moved to Melbourne because I actually didn't really know anybody here. And I've not played competitive sports before or even non-competitive sports before. And I thought, volleyball is probably a great way to meet some people. Spikers, for me, it's family and it's also inclusion, and it gives you a safe space. When I first got here, I was really nervous about, going out in the community, meeting some new people. And Spikers meant I was able to come and do that, meet some really great people. It was safe, everyone was included, so it's really great.
And as we continue to come out of our COVID bubbles, many people are feeling that unease, which is why inclusive sporting groups are a great way for you to reconnect, re-engage and re-energise yourself into community, like the Bushrangers. Known for creating a great space for inclusion on the basketball court around Australia and New Zealand, COVID restrictions of course meant that the Victorian players haven't been able to interact, and thus the Ranger Rollers was born. The same inclusivity as Bushrangers basketball, but with cooler outfits, lower impact and social distancing.
The Roller Rangers came about at the start of the year when Kylie and I just started going for a social skate. Kylie got me into it. I never skated until the start of this year.
With Bushrangers, it was always bigger than basketball, and we often spoke about when we were moving around Australia, what we were doing was not franchising a basketball club, but franchising culture. So with Ranger Rollers, it was just an extension of that again, but with skating. So the same premise of getting into something, being a beginner, giving it a go and doing it in an LGBTIQA+ friendly environment where it didn't matter if you fall over, you're just having fun and giving it a go, and that was the main thing.
I absolutely love roller skating. Several years ago, I joined a roller derby team. It wasn't a queer one, that's okay, but I thought, yes, because I just loved everything they did. But as it turned out, I could skate okay, but I was actually not fearless enough for roller derby. So sadly, I had to give that up. But I saw the Ranger Rollers and went, perfect, because I love what Stella and the team do for the basketball side of things. Can't play basketball. I thought, terrific. Let's get on the skates. Let's join some like-minded new friends to be and get amongst it.
Ranger Rollers is peak Bushrangers because there is no win at the end. So with the basketball, it doesn't matter about the win, just get there and have some fun. Ranger Rollers there is no result at the end aside from coming and having fun and giving it a go. That is the goal. If people want to get in touch and figure out when do we start, when can I come out and roll? The shorter answer is COVID. We're not 100% sure yet, and we're playing it by ear. Our main priority is safety. Maria is our national COVID coordinator. So we do have a plan and we are thinking about those things, and safety is our priority. Luckily, we've got a venue sorted out at Carlton Bars, which is already our existing place for the basketball. So now we'll just have another place to go for people that want to get involved in LGBTIQA beginner sport. And we're working towards Carlton Bars becoming our official inclusion hub, where it will be more than just basketball, more than just skating. There'll be a range of things that you can do and know that gym will be a safe space. So we're super excited about that.
And Bushrangers haven't just set up an inclusive skating group in ISO, they've also teamed up with Chuff Skates to create a skate library for financially disadvantaged LGBTIQA+ people, as well as partnering with Skate Victoria WeRoll to ensure participants are insured and have access to the right safety equipment on top of their inclusion hub at Carlton Baths, so we all have a safe space to skate and play ball. Whew, they've been busy in ISO.
Skating is really expensive. I've only just learnt this as I've come to know more about it. We want everyone to be able to come out and roll, and not just people that can afford to.
Here in Victoria, we've got more than 20 inclusive sporting teams and clubs, creating spaces for LGBTIQA+ people, no matter your age or ability. So you can have a go at a range of sports, from rowing and soccer to 10-pin bowling or tennis. So what are you waiting for?
It is very scary to start off with, and I was even thinking about it this morning, like I wonder how far I would have gotten had Kylie not been with me the whole way, and I think the answer is like 1 week. So it's nice to have like a crew of people to support you. If you're interested in getting started right now, Ranger Rollers are doing a Monday night get together. So follow us on the socials and we can get in contact with you about our Monday night skates.
Look, we're all just excited to get out of our apartments or houses and to get outside. And with all the restrictions and changes this year, I get that it can seem weird to think about contact sports or any sports right now. But that's the beauty of inclusive clubs like the Spikers, Ranger Rollers and so many more. They aren't going anywhere. So whether you check them out now or next year at the Midsummer Carnival Day Sporting Precinct, there's still going to be a place for you to give it a go.